What's up guys? As you may know, we've been working with Clear Fork Custom Jigs for the last year or so. So we took this opportunity to sit down with the man, the maker himself, Jacob Taylor. So let's see what he's got to say and what new products he's got for us.
The whole reason how I came into selling Clear Fork or creating Clear Fork jigs is I'd always made jigs. You know, we were starting the Trinity Bass Battle up. It's kind of, a lot of people think it's my brainchild or whatever, but really Mike Thackelton helped me into that idea, and we ended up putting a lot of work into it. I think it's worked out really well for the DFW area and for Fort Worth specifically. But I'd always made jigs, and I was really worried about having enough prizes to give out to the competitors, and so I just started making them, and I created a Facebook page and I was posting about them and things like that, and then people started asking to buy them. It worked out pretty well. I have a lot of fun doing it. It's kind of how it started, and that's how I ran into you guys as well. I know that we had probably crossed paths more than one time in the kayak fishing world in DFW. We definitely started hanging out a lot more and doing a lot of things together when you guys came over to the Trinity Bass Battle.
So what was it about jigs though specifically that, a lot of guys make soft baits and all that stuff? What made you decide to start doing swim jigs and finesse jigs?
I do everything, and I know a lot of people think just because of the way I fish and the stuff I post and things like that, that I always fish with jig. I throw a lot of different things, but my go-to bait's a swim jig. Where I grew up on the Coosa River in Alabama, it's pretty similar to maybe what you would see on the East Texas lakes, where every lake just has a ton of grass in it. And growing up fishing tournaments and things like that, the swim jig is king. It's what wins tournaments. What I've found over the years after I've bounced around and moved from place to place and things like that, swim jig works anywhere, and it doesn't matter if the lakes you fish have a ton of grass or whatever. I've caught some really nice fish in the DFW lakes and in the Trinity River and the Brazos and places like that that don't have much or any grass at all. They're big fish baits. Everybody throws some variation of a jig, whether it's a finesse jig or a swim jig or just a jig head with a some type of soft plastic on it. So it's just a good all-around bait. It's a big fish bait. Also, I had the equipment for it. I've been doing it for years just to make my own. So I've tried to pour soft plastics before with Brady Sullivan. He and I worked on some things together. He's a good friend of mine. It was a complete disaster on my end. You do not want any soft plastics poured by Clear Fork Custom Jigs. I can just tell you that right now. So.
There was a little while you got started up, but you had to stop making jigs for a little while, but you're back in full swing now, right?
Unfortunately, family called and career opportunities called, and I moved back to the Southeast. My wife is from Florida originally, and that's where we met. And that's kind of where we call home. So I'm back in North Florida in Jacksonville now. Had to shut the jig operation down for a little while as we were buying a home and living in a condo temporarily until we could get moved into our new house. But as soon as we were able to move in, I got everything set back up. I really thought it would be just a month or two, and it ended up being about 6 months really before I was back in full swing of things. But full swing, geared up, ready to go. Have more inventory than we've ever had before. Even have a few new things. Been really busy.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted to get in touch with you to order some jigs or possibly come up with a custom color, how do they do that?
Yeah, so you can always find all of our stuff on clearforkcustomjigs.com. We do a lot of stuff on Facebook. All of our stock inventory you can see on the website, clearforkcustomjigs.com. You can see a lot of custom stuff and some videos and different things on the social media stuff. But if you do want a custom color, or if you want to try to actually build a custom jig with a specific hook or a weight or something, off the wall like that, then we can do that. You can always reach me by direct message on Facebook or Instagram, or there's also a custom link on the website, and it'll shoot an email over to me. Check those daily, go through them. So if you send us a message, we'll definitely find it. I like to tell people this: if you can dream it, I can probably build it. If I can't, I'll tell you I can't, or we'll try to get it as close as possible, but we can probably do it for you.
We got to make sure that if people are catching fish on these jigs, make sure you're tagging Jacob. It's at Clear Fork Custom Jigs on Instagram. Hashtag it up, stick a fork in them, Clear Fork Custom Jigs. The next jig, just lay them down, because the guy is doing work, and these jigs, they work good.
Throw those big fish picks up, and there's plenty of big fish to be caught in the North Texas area. You guys have some awesome lakes out there, and I love seeing those fish picks. So
So,
appreciate that.
Other than Instagram and stuff, tell the people where they can check you guys out at.
You will see us at a lot of the local tournaments, especially the Trinity Bass Battle and the North Texas events. So we'll do a draw prize at each one of those events for $40. So that way, whoever gets that, they can order what they want to from the website. So I know we have Fairfield coming up Saturday. I don't know, I'm assuming this video will air by then. But somebody will be walking away with that, and that'll allow them to get some in their hands if they've never tried them out before, or even if they have and they just need to stock up on some more. But you know, you can find us on YouTube at Drifter Outdoors. That's a whole different thing and a whole different story for another day. But for right now, just remember Drifter Outdoors, and got a lot of content that's going to be coming out on there. Not only Clear Fork stuff, but you know, inshore fishing for trout and redfish and flounders, some bass fishing in Florida and Alabama, maybe even some hunting and some cooking and stuff like that. But you can certainly find us on all the social media channels and at most of the kayak trails around North and West Texas.
So roaming around Facebook, you can see some new products. So what do you got cooking in your office?
Yeah, so we added a couple new things. We kind of revamped the swim bait head. I can still make the old style, which I still really like, but we have a new style, and to be honest with you, it just looks really cool.
Yeah.
So I like it. You know, we've shot some videos on these before, but it's got a line tie up on top of the head. Makes it a much more versatile swim bait head, and the reason why is it's really good not only for bass fishing, but it's also really good for the white bass species like striper and things like that, because you can vertical jiggle them and throw a fluke on there and things like that. We also started pouring, and I got one in my hand right here. Now this is something that came out on the market probably, I would say 10 years ago is when I noticed it, when the Gene LaRue Biffle bug came out, and they came out with a hard head. So basically all it is it's a football head. It's a swivel head. We do put a big wide gap hook on it. Depending on the size, you got a 4, 5, or a 6/0 hook on there. So what that allows you to do is that allows you to put the size soft plastic on there that you want to, but you're also not confined to, you know, just a jig. You can really mix it up. There's a lot of really good different types of creature baits and things like that you can put on there. And I'll tell you really why I like these, and I think a lot of other people are in the same boat. I am a terrible crankbait fisherman. I will tell you that. Now, and this is what's funny about it. The biggest fish I've ever caught in Texas, I was out there for 4 years. The biggest fish I caught in Texas was on a square bill crankbait. So I should like them a little bit more than I do. But I just don't have very much confidence in a crankbait, and really this right here is going to get almost the exact same thing accomplished for you, and you can let it sink down to the depth you want. So basically toss it out there, let it hit the bottom, and reel it as fast as you can, or drag it while still maintaining bottom contact. And what that's going to do is every time you hit something with the head, you know, the hook's going to swing up. So you've got the soft plastic like a crawfish in a defense mode or things like that. It's really similar to fishing a crankbait. And for you guys out there that have the same issues that I do, and just not being a very good crankbait fisherman, it will put a lot of fish in the boat for you. I can promise you that. We call that our bottom burner. The brush beat. What it is it's a brush jig. Some people call it a structure jig. You know, you can bottom fish it and things like that. It's also really good to see out in Texas where you've got flooded timber and things like that. It's got a heavy brush guard on it. It's got a heavy hook on it. It's got a really full skirt. So it's really good for flipping, really good for flipping heavy cover. I actually haven't uploaded them to the website yet, but I can make them for you. If you want to check some out in person, they will be at the North Texas events, the Working Man's and some of those other things. Dan Onstock will have them on hand. He has them in stock. He's got a ton of different custom colors, so you can check them out there. Go check out Bass Republic Tacos and Tackle, and he can hook you up if you're out in the DFW area.
All right, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you catching up with us. It was awesome talking. We can't brag enough about the products, and we're really hoping that this video gets the word out.
No, man, I appreciate you guys, myself, and the things that Clear Fork are doing and been able to do, and even the Trinity Bass Battle. You guys have helped out so much. We wouldn't even be nearly where we are without the technical expertise of you guys and all the video you guys do and all that type stuff. So we really appreciate you, and keep doing the good work out there, man.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Jacob.
Yeah, man. Tight lines.
So like Jacob said, guys, be sure to check out Drifter Outdoors on YouTube or Clear Fork Custom Jigs on Facebook. But to celebrate Clear Fork Custom Jigs getting back up and running, we want to do a giveaway.
Alright guys, so here are the rules. Be sure to be subscribed to our channel if you're not already. Click the link down below or click here to go to Minisode 23 and comment hashtag stickaforkinem. And for those of you who have an Instagram account, go follow Clear Fork Custom Jigs for a bonus entry into the giveaway.
So the prize for this giveaway is going to be a tackle box full of Clear Fork Custom Jig gear that you've seen us catch fish on in videos.
For example, this is the scatter blade I used to catch the big striper in Minisode 10.
And this is the swim bait head that I used to catch smallmouth on in Minisode 20. So be sure to check the description below for the rules, guys, and be sure to follow each one.
Alright, good luck everyone, and be sure to like and subscribe for more Real Gills adventures.
Gene and Tim's Hobie Kayaks brought to you by Mariner Sales.